Greetings, Internet. Welcome to Aaron Plays, and I hope you're doing fantastically well. This is the start of a new series, but still of the same game system, Fields of Fire. And we're going to do Fields of Fire 2, the 5th Marines, and we're going to do them in Korea, as you might have seen by the title of the video and the thumbnail. So, why Fields of Fire 2? I wanted to try something different from Normandy. Why not just do Korea? Well, with the deluxe edition, I thought, well, let me give you a brief history of my affiliation with Fields of Fire. So I knew nothing about the game until about 2000 and whenever the second edition came out, whatever that was, 14, 15-ish. And I picked it up. It sounded interesting. I was getting into solo games back then, and I thought, let's give it a go. And myself and a guy from Texas, we actually played it, and we struggled. We sort of got going, but it was confusing. We weren't sure. There wasn't much support. The rules were awful. I'm sorry, but they were awful. And I then sort of put the game on the shelf and left it. Then, when GMT said Fields of Fire 2, I thought, Pacific, I like the Pacific. So I thought, quite keen. I'll wait for it to come out. I mean, there's a lot of talk about this will be a new edition of rules, etc., and everything will be sorted out. And I said, well, it wasn't. I didn't buy it back then. And I thought, it was 2019. And I thought, nah. After all the negative reports that were dished out with it, I thought, no, I'm not touching that with a barge pole. Forward now to 2024, and there was a lot of talk about the deluxe edition and it being redone and a lot of work. And I thought, do I? I didn't P500 initially, and then I saw a video by Gimpy, who had done a sort of review and overview, and he was sort of saying, this is great, the rules are sorted out and such forth. So I thought, you know what, let's do it. So I think I P500 it about 2 days before they cut it off, and then it arrived. And I thought, I still like the Pacific. Now they've sorted the rules out. Shall I get Fields of Fire 2? There was talk, are they going to do a deluxe version? They thought, yeah, maybe not. It could take quite a bit of time. I thought, well, if the rules work, let's try it. So I picked that up off eBay, and I then downloaded the errata. And the errata, there wasn't that much. When the counters, it's a bit annoying, but there wasn't that much. But it was enough to, if you didn't have or the errata and such forth, you couldn't really play some of the scenarios. So I thought, well, I could do World War II, which is Peleliu. And I looked at it, and it's got Amtracs and naval invasion and such forth. And I went, maybe that's a little bit too much to chew. So I thought, well, I want to do something in Korea. It's enough difference between what I'm doing in Normandy to Korea. Let's hope it is. And it's the Marines. So I then, where's the booklet? Oh, man. I started going through this. Compared to, hold on, getting the deluxe edition of Normandy. This is so much more easier to use and read. This is a complete, it's hard work to find things. They're on different pages. You'll have, for example, all the maps, for all of Chosin's missions are all on one page. Now, fair enough, all in one place. But where that's laid out, each mission has got absolutely all of the information that you need for that mission all in one place. Might be over several pages, but it's all in one place. So you've got to just know those pages and go through it. This, if you want to find what the Chinese have got, if you want to work out the PC markers, it's all bits and bobs. So it took me a little bit of time to get my head around it, but I've got my head around it, so I want to give it a go. How far it'll go on this, I have no idea. I don't know how difficult the campaign is. I haven't seen anything YouTubey or anyone else doing this? Probably there are. I didn't look too deeply. So I thought, let's give it a go. See how different it is to Normandy. I mean, I'm hoping it will be quite different. A, because it's marine. B, it's Chinese. C, it seems to be covering lots of hills, lots and lots of hills. So we'll go down at the map, or the cards, whatever you want to call them, and we'll sort out my units, and I'll go through what the objectives are and such forth from there. If you could do the like button, that'd be much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. All helps the channel, and any comments, always much appreciated and will be responded to. So let's go down the map and see what is going on. Okay, well, first off, I'm using Vassal rather than Tabletop Simulator. The Vassal module, which features Fields of Fire 2 and the deluxe version, so there's no sort of problem with the interface, whereas a Tabletop Simulator version has just got the deluxe. Now it's got bulge on it as well, but it doesn't have the Fields of Fire 2. There is a separate Tabletop Simulator module for Fields of Fire 2, and I did have a look at that. And no, it's very, very clunky compared to the deluxe version. And I thought, you know what? I really don't want to start having to relearn another system. I know Vassal quite well. Obviously, a lot of my games have been on Vassal, and I'm starting to learn Tabletop Simulator for that particular module. For the deluxe, I really didn't want the. It was just, there was no staging. It was just awful. Honestly, they need to rework that. I don't know who does that, but yeah, it just doesn't work. Okay, so we're looking at this map, and the first thing is they are all hills. If you look at the bottom corner of each of these cards, they all have levels on them. Now, the way the terrain deck works on this, and if I'm going into a little bit too much detail, let me know in the comments, but I am going to do this in this particular episode. So campaigns, and we're doing Chosin. All right. The cards were all separated into different levels. So the 55 card deck has X amount of level zeros, level ones, level twos, level threes, and level fours. And then you shuffle each of the levels, and then you set out the map according to that diagram, which I showed you. So that's how the map's set up. So you still not, so this is all level two, and that carries up all the way down, or up, the way you want to look at it. These are all level 2 hills. Okay, or ridges. Yeah, it says hills, so they're hills. Okay, these are all level 3. So it's a 2, 3, 3, 3. So when it came, shuffled the three stack that we just saw, and then dealt out 3. And it's, if you can see all the terrain. Then this is like a little valley here. These are all level 2s as well. And then we start climbing again. Level 3, level 3, level 3, level 3, level 4, level 3, and level 3, level 4, level 3. So quite high up. Also, the other thing to look at, these are empty slopes. There is literally nothing cover-wise. So I'm dreading that. Yeah. Smoke, out you come. We're going to need something, because that is awful terrain. +1, +1. Yeah, that's not too bad. But zeros all the way along on that line, pretty much all the way. Oh, it's just not good. Not good. So that's the terrain. Very hilly. Very, very hilly. It then tells me how to set up the potential contact markers. And that was one of the big errata things on there, because, yeah, it didn't have that set up correctly. But errata covered it. So it tells you, and if you notice, all right, so they're all C's on that row, but in this row there's a C and then there's some B's. On this row there's again a C and then A's, a B and A's, and then all B's at the back. So that's all the contact markers set up. Now, one of the special rules, okay, again, this was in the errata, is the map does not extend. You do not. So if an enemy needs to be put off the map, it doesn't. It goes to point blank range if necessary, especially on this final row here. It can't go over here. So they are on this card. So that was an errata. There you go. Go figure. I mean, I thought that would have been like absolutely essential. So then there are obviously the campaign special rules. So we're going to go through those. So because I'm going to be bound to forget them. So you guys can remind me. So campaign special rule 1, steep ridge issue number 1. These are ridges and hills. No diagonal movement is allowed. None. You can't move from this card here to this card here, etc. Lines of sight exist, but you can't move across it. Steep ridge issue 2. Hand grenade attacks may be attempted at close range downhill. So if I have a unit on this card, I could throw a hand grenade down to someone on that card. Normally you can only throw hand grenades on the card that you're on. So got to remember that, because the Chinese can throw grenades too. Grenade preference. Chinese Communist forces use grenades as weapons of choice. They use a -3 grenade modifier. The Marines still use a -4. If both sides occupy a card, any enemy good order assault team or fire team will automatically attempt a grenade attack as their activity check. See, I've got to remember this. So I don't look at those charts. If they're in good order, so if both sides occupy a card, any enemy good order assault team or fire team, so not squad, will automatically attempt a grenade attack as their activity check. And if a downhill grenade attack is possible, i.e. a PDF exists, any concentrate fire attempt activity check results as a grenade attack instead. Machine gun teams do not attempt grenade attacks unless they are out of ammunition. So that is quite a big rule, and I'm going to have to remember that. So, campaign special rule number 4, CCF ammunition, Chinese Communist Forces ammunition limits. CCF, we'll call them that from now on. LMG units have a limited ammunition and cannot concentrated fire. So they still get the ammo that they're assigned, which is 6 or whatever, but they will not concentrate fire because that uses 2 lots of ammo up. Okay. Campaign special rule 5, Marine Rifle Squad Doctrine. Marine squad structure was changed in late 1943, apparently, to a triangular 30-man squad. I remember this in Squad Leader, or ASL, okay, where they broke it into 2 teams, half squads, 3 half squads, something like that, of 1 squad leader and 3 times 4-man fire teams, with each team built round the Browning automatic rifle. These standing teams gave Marine squads lots of flexibilities as opposed to the ad hoc teams employed by other organizations. To reflect this higher firepower and flexibility, the Marine squad starts as a 4-step unit rather than 3. And with a 3 or 4 steps, the Marine squad has +1 draw when attempting to concentrate fire to account for the 3 BARs. So that's useful. Again, a rule that's got to be remembered. Cold weather losses, which is campaign special rule 6. I don't think that will apply, or it might do. The weather turned bitterly cold and both sides took heavy casualties from the weather. The Marines suffered from frostbite, with the feet and toes being especially vulnerable. And it says before mission 3 and 5. So I'm stopping it there because it says before mission 3 or 5. So this is mission 1. Don't worry about it. Burning huts, campaign special rule 7 is in mission 2. Don't worry about it. Campaign special rule 8, tank support, mission 6 and 7. Not worried about it. And campaign special rule 9, airstrikes, night airstrikes, mission 3. Not worried about it. So it's those first 5 that I'm going to have to keep in mind all the time. So if I do make a mistake on it, let me know in the comments. But it's quite possible that they are quite specific. But I do sort of remember the Normandy ones, and But these are, especially the moving diagonally, because that's something you do. Well, I do quite a lot. Anyway, so that's the special rules. Now, flipping to another page somewhere is what actually do I need to do or to win this particular mission. And this is where, it's going through pages of information, which I say is not easy to. Right, okay. So, 2nd Battalion, 5th Marines, 1st Marine Division, Dog, Easy and Fox Company. Oh, let's just say I like being a fox. I'm a Mr. Fox. There we go, Fox Company. Right, so this is Mission 1, attack from Yudan Ni towards Mapongni. Probably pronounced completely awfully. This is the date of the 27th of November 1950. It's an offensive mission. I get 1 attempt. I don't get any reattempts on this. So, straight away. Condition is day. Done the map configuration. There are 10 turns. The CCF are green, so that's useful. They're on a deliberate defense. And the tactical controls we've set up there, you can see the right and left margins. Okay. And then it tells me where the objectives are. And this is where it's a little bit different. You can see the attack position is on this card. The objective 2 is on this card, and objective 1 is on that card. So, and it says victory is secure either objective. That's it. There is no reference at all to clearing off these contacts. I mean, I will gain experience points for doing so, but there's nothing like in the Normandy one, which I've got to clear row 1, clear row 2, and such forth. All it says on here is I've got to secure either, not both objectives, and not even the attack point. So there we go. It then tells me who the historical enemy is. It's the 266th and the 267th Regiment of the 89th Division, 20th Army. There we go. So it also then tells me what support I've got from the artillery, and so on. So we'll go into that when we actually start. Okay. As we come down. So what have I actually got here? It obviously give me a breakdown of my company. So company headquarters. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see what I've got there. Right. More sections. Right. Company HQ. He starts off as a veteran. Excellent. Then I've got the executive officer. Where did I put him? I'll put him there. There he is. He's also a veteran. Company first sergeant. There he is. He's also a veteran. Excellent. And then gunnery sergeant. Why do they get an extra special sergeant? But there he is. He's also a veteran. Brilliant. And I do start with 2 runners, which I put onto. Let me just bring up the actual display, shall we? Oh, where is the display? Command displays. There we go. And it's career. Right. So let's bring this up here. So we have got Company HQ, XO, 1st Platoon, 2nd Platoon, 3rd Platoon. We've also got machine gun platoon, a mortar section, a first sergeant, and a gunner. Gunnery. What? Gunny. That's it, gunny. All right, and I mark them accordingly on here as well. Okay. So it's a little bit more powerful. Oh, actually, it's quite a lot more powerful than what you start with in the Normandy campaign. We have a 60mm mortar section, which I put on this card here in the staging area, and he has a separate individual headquarters. The mortar section is a veteran. His HQ is only a line unit. We have a machine gun platoon. There's the HQ. I have, which consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 machine gun teams, and I've parceled these out accordingly to the squads, which you can see I've color coded as well. Okay. The 1st platoon, HQ is veteran. 1st squad is veteran. Here's your 1st platoon, veteran, line. And then you've got 2nd platoon, his HQ is line. There's the 2nd platoon, there's his HQ somewhere. on here. There he is. Ah, second platoon should only be that's first platoon. That's second platoon. Color code. Red is first platoon. That's second platoon. Okay, get there in the end. And that'll be third platoon then. And third platoon, their HQ is also line. We've got artillery forward officer. We have, sorry, that's a mortar forward officer. We have a FAC, so we have got air support. Not used that before, so that might be interesting. And we have the artillery. So I've attached those to the respective platoons there. And that's it. So it also said in the first mission, each rifle platoon HQ starts with one skill, which you draw at random, which I've done. There they are. He's got a spawn and assault fire team, which will be free. He's got auto cover skill and he's got paralyzed to assault team. So they're not great, but it's better than a kick in the teeth from a blind man. Also, they get more assets. So in Normandy, I was getting 4 smoke, 4 white phosphorus. In this, you get 8 of each. You get 2 green smoke, 2 red smoke, 2 yellow smoke, 2 purple smoke for signaling. Great. I've kept the signalings all simple. They are all to cease fire. Okay. I've got 8 phone lines rather than 4 phone lines. I've also got demo charges, more powerful rifle grenades. So overall, this is a lot more powerful unit than Normandy. So I'm anticipating that the enemy are going to be thick as thieves. And with this terrain, I should be imagining I'm going to be taking some losses. And I have to complete this in one go. Otherwise, I get sacked. No pressure then, huh? Okay, so I'm using the deluxe rules. I've also got the booklet here with the Chinese, and as they come on, we'll go through what they've got and how to apply them, etc., etc. I'm not going to sit here doing everything before we start playing. We've got the forces, we've got the terrain. My initial plan in my head is that first platoon are going to bundle straight up as far as they can. Second platoon, which is this lot, are going to flank, go over the easier or the lower hills here and try to get down to the back here and then move across. And third platoon will be doing the same. First platoon actually might go a bit slower, than the other two. I want to flank first and then move up into the central area. That's the initial plan. Is it any good? Don't know until we actually try it. So, okay. Well, with that, let us begin. Turn 1. Whew. Well, we know we don't have any friendly higher HQ because it only comes in turn 2. So we have the friendly command phase. And that's where we use this, as you know, and we activate the company HQ. So we flip him. Right. That's a battalion, activates him. Company HQ impulse. How many commands does he have? So we're in no contact with the enemy, but we're not in cover as yet. So and he's veteran, so he's going to get +1 to this card for being veteran and +1 for no contact. So first card. Oh, that's great, isn't it? Oh, off to a cracking start. So he's got 3. Okay. All right. Well, as I'm going to activate second platoon, and third platoon. As I said, first platoon are going to loiter back a little bit, and I think I'll save one. That wasn't a great start, so I'll save one. Oh, okay, so it puts a cross on it in this rather than flipping them over. I suppose. Add change, finished, unfinished experience. Nope. Oh, wait. Is it that way? Activation complete. So why would you finish, unfinished. Okay. You've got to flip it. Right. So that wasn't great. So we're now into Platoon HQ CO Staff Impulse. So we're going to activate second platoon, which are over here. Let's see what we get for them. Well, I would rather that been for the main HQ, but he gets 6. That's a good start. The second platoon, plus he's veteran, so he gets 1 for that, and we're at no contact. He gets 1 for that. So he's got 8, though he can only spend a maximum of 6. Right. So what are we going to do first of all? So we can't go diagonal. So, we are going to send out a fire team, an assault team here. First of all, so second platoon. Let's have a look at his assets. Okay, he's got some demos. I'm not going to send them out at the moment. I'm not quite sure how to use demolition charges as yet. Got white phosphorus, and he's got smoke. So we're going to send out one guy with smoke. First of all, so first command, he will detach an assault team. There it is. And he's got smoke. So that's one order. His second order is telling him to advance into this potential contact there. And that will mark him as exposed. Okay. This part I do like Vassal for. The ease of which to mark things, and it does look less cluttered. I like Tabletop Simulator because it looks like a tabletop and it looks like I'm actually playing a physical game. So, anywho, anything else we want to do? We've got 5. We can only save. Oh, he's a veteran commander, isn't he? Sorry, I'm used to scrolling along there. So, veteran. So he's used 1 command. And he can save, because he's a veteran, he can save up to 9. I don't really need to send anyone else out at the present moment, so we will, and I can't go diagonal, so we will then just call that him activated and done. Then we do third platoon. Well, I might as well keep that there. And we do that. Ooh, straight away reshuffle. We still draw his card. He gets 5. Third platoon gets 5. And he is veteran. Oh, wait a minute. Is he veteran? Third platoon isn't. In actual fact, second platoon isn't a veteran. So I got that wrong. So that goes down by 1. Class him as veteran. Third platoon, we're in no contact. And that's the maximum he could have saved anyway because he's not a veteran. Okay. See, easy to make mistakes. Right, so third platoon has got, he drew a 5, no contact 6. So he's got 6 commands. And as a line, obviously, he could save those 6 commands. So he will do similar. We will move forward into this scrubland. So we'll take it from the first. He's got demo, white phosphorus, and he's also got smoke. So we'll put that on the board there. 1-3. He will detach a step, attach an assault team, and move him forward into there with the smoke and become exposed. Okay, so that's taken 2 orders. Do we need to do anything else at the present moment? I don't think so. So that's him completed. So where's the right? No. So that's third platoon. He's done 2. He'll save 4. Okay. Right. let me just move that out of the way. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move that up a little bit so this can loiter with intent down there, so it's easier for me just to pick it up and bring it over. How's that sound? Okay, that's all the ones that were activated by the company HQ. So what do we do now? Right, hold on there. So next up is the platoon HQ initiative impulses for the ones that we didn't activate. So we'll start with first platoon, and we're looking at the smaller number, and we gets one. Now, first platoon, the red, is a veteran. He gets another one. That's two. There's no contact. That's three. So he gets three commands. And we will do the same then with, so you've got these in the wrong order. 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So 1, 1 will, I don't want it to be full screen. Thank you very much. 1, 1 will dispatch again an assault team with smoke. So detach assault team with smoke, move it up. He'll become exposed and he's got smoke. All right, that's two commands done. And that will do. I think, yeah, two commands done, saving one. Right, next up, that's the only, well, we have got a machine gun platoon, a mortar section. What are they done under? Is it classed as a platoon? No, it's not. Okay. So the machine gun platoon, he's here. He can activate the machine guns himself, but they've also been attached to individual platoons as well. So let's see how many actual orders he gets. None. Okay. He is, according to that, he's a veteran. Machine gun platoon. Yeah. I'm not sure. I should have marked him as veteran. Let me just double check that. Machine gun platoon headquarters. No, it does say veteran. Okay. So what I haven't done is marked it on here as veteran. So we clone that marker. Boom. Right. Okay. So he drew a 0. He's a veteran. So that's 1. And no contact is 2. And we're banking them. Don't want to do anything else with them. Right. I'm not quite sure what to do with that mortar section. Let me find out. I don't want to do it incorrectly. So, well, this is a HQ, so I'm going to treat it as a HQ, mortar section HQ. So it's going to draw a card, and it's not staff. So he gets 2 commands at the present moment. Oh, what rank is he? Mortar section. That's a machine gun platoon. He's line. So he just gets 1 extra for being no contact. But I'm not spending any at the present moment in time. I don't fancy advancing the mortar section straight by itself into the rocky ground there. Okay, so then I've got my three staff officers, and they all get one command each. Um, yeah. Again, I think I will bank those. I want to see what's on that first row. So they all get one. Hmm. Actually, it's not true, is it? No, they do. They only get one. No modifiers. They all get one. There we go. All right. So there we have the general initiative impulse. We get two. Okay, that's not too bad. We're going forward onto three cards. That's got the best cover. But no, they're all plus twos, aren't they? That's not too bad. Okay. Um, let's actually look for cover in this scrub pines over here. So we need drawing three cards, looking for the word cover. One, two, three. No, lots of rallying, but no, we didn't find anything. Okay. And then we'll try the same again with, we've only got two. Try the same with A squad. Drawing three cards, looking for the word cover. One, two, and three. Lots of rallies, no cover. And that's that. Okay, there's no enemy on the board yet, so nothing to work out for what they're doing. No mutual captures, no combat vehicles, the mutual combat phase, potential contact evaluation segment. Okay, so we've got three C's that we're looking at here. So we've got to work out which one we're doing. First, left to right, drawing the card, it's number two. So this is the one we're doing first. Okay, so at the present moment, where's got the action cards, activity level. Oh, I see. There's a right, okay. So I'm just getting my head round the what do you call it? The module PC market activity level turn staging. Where's all the cards then? Commands randomizer. So where's all the cards? Charts. That's what I'm looking for. Charts. There's some charts. Command draw charts. No, we want the enemy activity. No, enemy contact. We'll get there in the end. Honestly. Right, potential contact draw chart. So we're looking at C's. We're at no contact, so we're drawing four for each one at present. So we'll put that down there. Four. So doing this one here. So on the first one, we get it. Okay. So that is definitely a contact. And we now work out what we actually find. And I've got a handy dandy sheet. That tells me the packages, but it doesn't tell me. Okay, as I say, well, you've got to go through the charts and tables. One page, right, okay. It's a piece I draw a 1 to 10 and it tells me what package number to get. Well, it's package number one. All right, number one, sorry, is package 9. Package 9 is sniper. One-time sniper in cover. Snipers. Spotted, no. Max range LOS. Not true snipers. Long range small arms fire. So it doesn't actually use the sniper counter. So we're drawing a Chinese squad here. So I'm going to pause while I do so. Okay, so it's telling me that in column 3, these guys are always placed to the front. And it's max range and LOS. So he's got a range of L, so that's close. That's a level 2 hill. This is level 3. That's level 3. So he can see from this position here through the valley. Can't go any further than that because then he'll be out of range. So the max range in LOS, and he's in cover. So do we click the cards? Place cover. There we go. Oh, cover. Didn't specify anything else. Let's just cover +1. I'll stick that next to him there. Right. He's not spotted. Do we have a... he's unspotted. And he's placing a PDF. Place PDF at the bottom, because he'll be targeting my guy on this card and say, that's at level 3. That's at level 3. That's level 2. So it's like a valley, still hills, but it's like an open hill in between. And therefore we have place a volume of fire, which is small arms. Stick it there. As you can see, he's got small arms. And he's called a sniper squad, because the normal squads have only got a range of C on them. Okay. That's that. Done. Right, let's just move that off the bottom for the moment. Okay. However, that changes us now from no contact to contact. Increase. Boom. Which then means for the next one, we've got to work out which one it is. So 1 and 2. 1 and 2. It's card number 1. Let's just reshuffle those. So it's this dude. And we're drawing for him. C. We're in contact. We're drawing 3 cards for him. That's 1, 2, 3. No contact. Lots of cover, but there was nothing there. And then for this is the final one. That'll be another 3 cards. 1, 2. On the last one. Okay. So now we need to draw 1 to 10 to see what we get. It's card number 2. PC2 is also package 9. Package 9 is another sniper. Package 9, yeah, snipers. 1 sniper squad in cover. Not spotted. Max range LOS. And again, not a true sniper. However, he is in column 4, which means he's either on the left front or on the front. So it's a 1 to 5. I'm going to find out where he is. 5 is option 3. He's directly option 3. Yeah, he's directly to the front. Okay. So he will be in the set. He'll be here because maximum range, line of sight. So yeah, he'll be there. So can we clone him? We can't. That's interesting. So it's limiting what I can actually draw. So let's draw another one of them then. He goes in there. Again, unspotted. Base cover. Unspotted. Base cover still. Cover +1. There we go. Unspotted. Again, PDF. Oh, wait a minute. No. Yes, sorry. Oh, it is this one I'm doing. I thought I was doing the wrong one there for a moment. Panic over. Place PDF. And it's to the bottom. And we have small arms fire again here. Small arms. Okay. So now we have 2 volumes of fire. So that will, on here, engage. 2 or more friendly occupied or enemy occupied cards are under VOF markers. We have changed to engaged. So increase there. Oh. Right. And that's the 3rd of those markers. Oh, boom. Okay. That's potential done. Pin recovery, none. Combat effects. So we have two cards that have been affected by combat. So these two here. So I always work left to right, top to bottom. We're not able to fire back at them, so that's all we've got at the present moment. So firing on here, we have +2, -2 for these. So it's a 0 because the small arms there's nothing there. So it's 0. 0 is a hit. The effect of the hit is he is a line unit. He becomes a litter team. Well, that didn't last long, did it? Hit results, hit L. That's neat. Okay. Same on here. +2, -2 for the exposed, and 0. So we're looking at 0. He's pinned. And that's that. Okay. They're not consuming ammo. I'm not consuming ammo. So I think we just do the cleanup. Does that remove all the exposed markers? It does indeed. Okay, anything else we need to adjust? Enemies fire out cards without valid target. They've got valid targets. Defensive mission, no, no. Reset month, no, no, no. Everything else is as is. Okay, I think we can zoom out a little bit. All right. So, long range, a lot longer range fire than we had in Normandy, and yeah, 2 sniper squads. Interesting. Okay. Let's go back to the top and have a little bit of a chin wag. Okay. So yeah, I've got this little chart here, which has the communist Chinese packages. But this booklet here. Okay. So this here is mission 1. You've got the PC A, B, and C chart here, and the what it potentially could be from the left, right, and center, depending on the column. And this is here is telling me the initial placement of the PCs. But if I want to know, say, mission 2's what information is there, mission 3's there, and so on. So they put all the mission information together. What the Chinese units in it actually are is on that page. It's then got the package information there, but it's nice to have it on this card. My attachments are what I gain experience points for. Okay, my attachments. I've got quite a few attachments. I've got artillery, which is 105mm, battalion mortars, regimental mortars, FACs. That's air support. I've got demolition teams and such forth. I've also got how I get my experience points. So, yeah, evacuating casualties +2, and that kind of thing. Successful hand grenade attack 1. Successfully completing the mission. If you don't get in Normandy, you get to complete the primary objective and secondary objective. So those are the same. Then you've got all the missions themselves, each on a line there. It's so much better laid out in the new booklet, honestly. This is a little bit of a pain, but we did it. We got there. We completed the first turn. So let me know what you think. Did I do anything wrong? I'm not sure about that mortar section. Because it says HQ, I'm treating it like it's a platoon HQ and so on. If that's wrong, let me know in the comments as well. And if you can give me a rules reference, great, because I couldn't find it in the rules there. And that might be something that's in the old 2nd edition rules. I'm not going to start rummaging in there. It's not that important at the present moment, but it might be. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give me a like. If you really like everything I do, please subscribe to the channel. You're more than welcome to join us. If you could share this video with other people that might be interested, it all helps. And any comments, again, all helps. Until next time, though, play games, have fun, buy internet,